Hello, how's it going? Good morning. Happy days. We are live. I don't know who I think I'm with. I'm like on my own saying we are live. Me and myself and my alter ego and my rebellious streak. Right, let me just drop this into the Rebellious Business Network, which is our incredible community of nearly 5,000 members in there. Like, wowzer. I'll be honest, we've grown that thing so fast, mainly to do with the ads that we're running. I actually had to stop those ads because Facebook has changed the way that it sorts its audiences out, which is a real shame because my microphone over to the right one when I'm supposed to be on. There we go. It's a real shame because our ads are so cheap at the moment. We're currently targeting Russell Brunson and Amy Porterfield in this audience's pool that we've created. And they've stopped letting you do that. You can't target people who follow Russell Brunson anymore. You have to just target marketing personalities. So basically, all our ads that are converting really well are about to stop. And I think that might be why the price is slowly going up. So I'm like, right, fine, take them down, recalibrate them and put them up. But what that means is we haven't got the usual flood of new members. Excuse me. Oh, voice crack. We haven't got the, just frog in my throat. We haven't got the usual, I need to actually hit live on Instagram. Hello, Instagram. We're actually live. Brilliant. Okay, I think that's all the buttons I needed to press. If you're watching this on the replay, drop me #replay. Let me know that you are here with me. My name is Cordelia Kate, and I am one of the busiest people in the world. I've got 4 kids. 3 of them are preteens. 1 of them is 4 months old. I've got a business which is like a flipping toddler, having tantrums left, right, and centre. Jesus Lord, this bloody business is always needing some kind of fixing at the moment. I'm at my wit's end with fixing flipping tech at the moment. I'm not going to lie. So that's another baby of mine, and I've got chronic exhaustion with sleepless nights. But I'm going live anyway, and I'll be honest, I haven't really got much to talk about today. I've not got a pre-created plan of what's going to happen. And I said to Amos, I've got nothing to talk about today. And he said, but you're going live anyway. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, that is the point. So here I am with no plan, nothing to talk about. And well, there's always something to talk about. I started talking about the ads. I've had to turn those off. What that means is we haven't got a huge load of people in the Facebook group this morning for me to have a look through and see who's got a brilliant question for me to answer. So that was my excuse that I came up with first. Can't go live because, I ain't got a question to answer. Well, you're going live anyway. All right, fine. My next thing was, shit, but I need to rebuild and relaunch the ads. Like, that's really important. That's a critical thing that needs to be done. But I'm going live anyway. And also, I've just been told that there's something broken with our emails again. I need to go and fix. But here I am going live anyway. So there's all the excuses and all the reasons why I could avoid doing this. But yeah, so anyway, if you are watching this, have you not got anything better to do? I'm joking. And also let me know how you're feeling today. How's your energy at today? So let's give it a score. 0 to 10. What is your energy level? I can tell you that mine, I'm currently at a 6, but I feel like it's fake energy. It's like it's not mine. It's like borrowed energy. I'm actually really shattered. Arlo had the worst night last night. He was not a happy baby. I went to bed at 10. He woke up at 11. It's like it got to 3 a.m. and I was like, I haven't even had a 2-hour stretch yet. Like, there hasn't even been a 2-hour stretch. And then now he's finally asleep. Now I'm up going live anyway. He's asleep. So yeah, it's been a hard night. Shout out to all the mums out there running a business and raising babies and kids. It's not easy. in fact, just raising babies and kids, it's not easy. It's really hard, just purely because of the amount of pressure, the cost of living, the amount of pressure that we're under to get through and make ends meet. It's tough. It's tough out there. So kudos to all you mums and dads, especially those of you that are mad enough to also decide to run a business at the same time. But yeah, so it's not easy. One of my biggest things that I do, and I think it makes all the difference, is meal planning. I'm not organized enough to meal prep. Are any of you guys meal prepping? And what does that entail anyway? Is it like part cooking stuff and sticking it in Tupperware in the fridge? I haven't got the energy or the patience for that. But what I do is I meal prep. I meal prep. No, I don't. I meal plan. And what that means is I actually have a reminders tab on my phone that has a long list of all the recipes that we like to eat. Because we're a big family. We're a family of 6 and a dog. And we home cook the dog's food and we home cook all of our food. And everything is cooked from scratch pretty much. Because it's healthier and we just like it that way and it's tastier. Morning, James Scudder, and morning all. Morning to you, James. I think it's just you and me, James. Morning, good morning. Who else is watching? Drop a little comment in the chat. Let me know you're here. Or if you're on the replay, let me know. But yeah, so I like to meal plan. So I have a reminder that's got all our favourite recipes laid out on it, and it's got attachments in the reminder of like where the recipe is. So I haven't got to go find a book, or I haven't got to go, find the recipe or go through any archives. Like it's just there. So I've been a real geek, and I've actually got a load of my favorite recipes, and I've put them all on Canva. This is when I've had time in the past. Probably about 10 years ago, I did this. I put them all on Canva in the form of recipes in a recipe book. And I haven't had chance to actually like go and top that up with all the new recipes I've found and loved. So they all just kind of live in this reminders tab in my phone that is like a big checklist and full of all these recipes, and some of them are like PDFs that I've downloaded from Canva that I've written out myself. Some of them are just websites that I've gone and dropped into the tab so I can just click on it and go to where that recipe is. Some of them are photos of actual recipe pages. And what I do is it's not always the same day of the week, actually. When it comes to the point where we're starting to run out of food or we're running out of days, I sit and I map out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I write down a recipe next to every day of the week, right? And then what I do is I order the shopping based on what it is that we're going to be eating. But it just takes the thinking out of it. Like it makes it so much easier. I found that I would go to Tesco's. It would take me 2 hours. I've not got 2 hours to spend in Tesco's. Like, hello, I'm a business owner. Those 2 hours could be spent doing something a hell of a lot more productive that would actually create an impact in someone's life or on the business or whatever. I just don't have 2 hours to be wandering around Tesco's. I don't have the patience for it either. So what I do is I map out what we're going to be eating, and then off the back of that, I then go on to Tesco's online shopping and I order just purely what's on the recipes, and then throw in some stuff for lunch, and then think about packed lunches and what soap we're missing, and Bob's your uncle. No, I don't. But I've got a brother-in-law called Bob, not an uncle, but Bob's your uncle, and there we have it. And I think that is the biggest time saver of my week, because if you think about it, eating well is so flipping important for your kids, for yourself, for your energy levels. I mean, it is probably the most important part of looking after yourself is eating well. It's the fuel. James is saying meal planning is awesome and saves a fortune. It flipping does. Oh my God, it saves a fortune. I would go round Tesco's just bunging stuff in. Like, I don't need half of it. It's just, I'm like a marketer's wet dream, Caroline describes me as. I've got serious shiny object syndrome. I'm like, oh yeah, I want that. Oh, courgettes. Oh, I could do something with those. Oh my God, artichoke. Yeah. But if it's online, I've actually got to search for what I need. And I have to say, like the last pages of like the things that are on offer or the things I've forgotten, they do get me. I do end up throwing a few extra things in the basket. But yeah, generally it does save a fortune. I'd easily spend £200+ just going to Tesco's, whereas online I'm £130, £70 of crap left out. There we go, happy days. Oh, and I'll probably end up in the clothing aisle buying cute things for Arlo as well, which we don't need because we've got plenty of clothes for Arlo. So yeah, it does save a hell of a lot of money shopping online, and a hell of a lot of time as well. That's the real big thing. Like, my time is more important than money, to be honest. Like, it really is. It's finite, there's not much of it, so busy, and I'd rather prioritize it on more important things. So I would say that is the biggest productivity hack I could give any parent who is running a business, is meal plan. Not necessarily meal prep, but meal plan. I think meal prep doesn't make sense, because I'm like, well, I could spend all of Sunday prepping to save time in the week, but I'm still spending that time on Sunday. So it's just a displacement of time rather than a saving of time. Whereas meal planning is a real saving of time. And yeah, so step one is just get a list of all the things you and your family like to eat. Like, don't sit there thinking like, oh shit, what are we going to eat this week? And you lean on your memory for it. Is like, actually have a list of all the things you guys love to eat. You know, you can actually build on this and I tried this the other day. It was brilliant. I dropped my whole reminder list into ChatGPT and I said, make me a 4-week meal plan. Make me a 4-week meal plan so that I haven't got to like do it myself. And it came up with this 4-week meal plan. Now I have to say, I went, oh, I don't really fancy sausages this week. So I ended up changing it. I was like, I don't really fancy this week and whatever. But that's another thing. If you wanted to even take thinking out of it further, get ChatGPT to make your meal plan for you.
To set up your device using a screen reader, turn on narrator by pressing Windows and Control.
I don't know if you can hear that. I've just reset a PC to send off to someone. So yeah, it's just reset, finished, and started talking to me. Anyway, so meal planning, meal prepping. Does anyone do it? James, sounds like you do it. It does save a fortune, and it is, I think that's my biggest hack that I could give to anyone. Saves a lot of time, and when it comes to the evening, just makes things so much easier. Know what we're eating, know what we're doing, and I would say that is the biggest, you know, eating well is the most important thing. We want to do that well. We want to plan and prep for it so that we can achieve that, but we don't want it to take up half our life. Like, I could easily spend 3 hours in the kitchen a day because I enjoy it, but I haven't got time. It's not a priority. There are other things that I need to do. So I guess the moral of this story is, if you haven't got anything to talk about, go live anyway, because you'll think of something, and then just go with that thread. Just talk about that. And actually, this is something that I share with people in the 30-day video challenge inside the Facebook group we have in the Rebellious Business Network Facebook group. We have a 30-day video challenge. It's a bit like this one, but without going live. It's just put a video in the group every day for 30 days. Dual purpose. Number one, you'll build an audience in there. Number two, you'll get over the fear of video. If you do 30 of them, you just will. You won't be as scared about it after 30. So it's a really good thing to do. Rebellious Business Network, safe environment, awesome people, great place to do it. And so we have this 30-day video challenge. It's pinned to the top of the page, and you can see the instructions and just get involved. Your 30 days starts when you start. So with that, I always recommend, like, if you don't know what to talk about, just go live and own it, because the whole point is you haven't nailed. I'm stumbling because I didn't mean to say go live. If you don't know what to talk about, shoot a video explaining that you don't know what to talk about, and that is your video. You don't need to have everything perfect and polished. What you really need to do is show up as yourself. That is how you build an audience around you. Is showing up as yourself, showing up consistently, and be like really being you. You're going to attract the kind of people to you that you would naturally get on with in the real world. Like, that is how it works. And what that's going to do is it's going to bring people towards you. It's going to help you start to build an audience, and it's going to be so much more powerful than waiting until you are in the perfect headspace or the perfect mood or you've got the perfect script. Because, honey, that ain't going to happen. It's not. Or it might happen on the odd occasion, but it's going to stop you from being consistent. So definitely better to show up and own that you're feeling crappy or you're feeling you know, like you don't know what to talk about, and riff, you know, but it does take some practice to actually, you know, be able to think and talk on the spot. But the only way that you're going to be able to get to that place where you can do it because you practice is if you practice, right? So it's a really good thing to do. Okay, James. Oh, good morning, Kieran Skillett. Sorry, I'm like such a squirrel. Good morning, hello. Right, James says, we try to, but are terrible, but see the difference when we do. Other thing we did was pop into our local butcher and agree to spend a set amount each week, and we get so much more meat now and better quality, and it's another cost saving. Plus, we know where all our meat comes from. I love that. Oh my God, you've got a local butcher. I mean, the fact that you've got a local butcher. Mind you, there is a local butcher here. I'm not going to, there is actually. Yeah, we could do that. That's a really good idea. I'm going to look into that. And winging it, best policy in my book, and it will show off in your true skills in your field and your love for it as well, in my opinion. Exactly. We don't need to plan all the things. Plan the food, but not the lives. There we go. Well, anyway, that's a wrap. I've done well. Arlo's still sleeping. Happy days. I'm going to go and fix some email stuff, sort the ads out. I've got great calls lined up today. I'm meeting with one of our clients. I'm really looking forward to that. Me and Caroline have got a planning session. I'm looking forward to that. And so there's lots of fun things happening. What are you doing today? Let me know. I'd love to have a read because I'm nosy, basically. I love to know what everyone's up to. So drop it in the chat. Let me know. Lots of love, guys. I'll be back here tomorrow for another session of Going Live Anyway. And hey, I might have the ads up and running. And hey, we might have new people in the group. And I might have some juicy questions to answer. Otherwise, I'll just wing it and we'll see what happens. Lots of love. Have a wonderful